Hey everyone, this is Wayne here, and this is the top tools to build effective communication with yourself, your inner circle, friends and family, and in your work environment as well. We'll take a look at some of these tools here as we move forward, and you can kind of really see exactly where we're at. So this is the Communication to Increase Creativity and Innovation workshop. Judgment is the death of effective communication, presented by myself, Wayne Winton. I'm going to give you the top 5 tools, and then we have a workshop that if you want to sign up, you click the link below, you join the workshop. We'll go into detail on each one of these tools so that you can have the most effective communication possible with those 3 categories. Now, the first thing we want to talk about is the toolbox itself. We got to have tools to be able to build effective communication. The instructor is going to be myself, Wayne Winton. My name is Wayne Winton. I founded the Community Coaching Workshop Program to provide a community outreach program to help spread awareness about effective communication strategies. Strong communities are built with tools, skills, and good people that know how to use these strategies. I have researched the topics and put the information together for real-world solutions that actually work. Okay, so this isn't something we just threw together. This has taken years to put together. The number 1 tool is the hammer. Hammers break and smash things, so we avoid judgment. Judgment is the destructive tool that can and will destroy effective communication if you want to cut off and restrict the flow of communication. Start adding some judgment. It will do so just about immediately. It will smash and destroy the trust needed for the effective communication. Judgment adds doubt and fear that cause people to shut down and stop communicating. If you want to race through life and you want to maximize your financial income, the quality of time that you spend with your friends and family, and how you communicate with yourself, you need to balance your wheel of life. A well-balanced wheel of life will get you where you want to go much faster. We balance family time with finances and career along with ourselves. And we give you tools and we go in depth on how to do that. Tool number 2 is level. Okay, be level-headed and self-control. Remaining level-headed can be the most important tool in your toolbox. The ability to control your biased judgment during the conversation, meeting, or communication is really the key to success. Using self-awareness and self-control is the basic foundation to create a quality environment for judgment-free communication. This is so hard to do. However, it's necessary for communication to flow freely. Judgment is the death of effective communication. Now we can create an environment where we can effectively communicate with creativity. Tool number 3 is leverage, the power of questions. I usually use the power of 10 or 10 questions to magnify the leverage that you can create on yourself. How much is this going to matter in 10 minutes? How much is it going to matter in 10 hours? How much is it going to matter in 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, or 10 years, right? If it matters in 10 years, probably going to need to spend a lot more time on that one and make sure you really hit that one out of the park and knock it home. If most of the issues that we find ourselves going through in our heads are actually not even going to matter in 10 hours or 10 days. So if you say that to yourself and really reflect on that, you won't put so much emphasis and so much emotion into those smaller, less meaningful tasks. Number 4 is to get a grip. Okay, we want to get the force multiplier and add a professional third party. For couples especially, or our emotions can stack up so that interactions can distract us from the real meaning of the original conflict or conversation that we're supposed to be having. We can get so wrapped up in the details with a previous event that we lose sight of what we were trying to accomplish originally. A professional keeps you on track and keeps it focused towards the goal and won't allow it to go down these side streets. Friends and family are usually not a good option because of their biased nature. That's using a neutral party is going to be best. So either a coach, counselor, therapist, or third party in the organization that's non-biased is really going to help maximize this. And again, we go into each one of these steps much further in the workshop that you can sign up for down below. Tool number 5, technology. Record your conversation. Okay. All parties must be aware of the recording and consent before it actually starts. It's not intended to bully or intimidate the other party in any way, shape, or form. You want to discuss and agree with what happens to the recording after the conflict has been resolved as well. There are stages and a framework to make this work, because I know there's some people out there that are like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not comfortable with that. However, it is a very powerful tool. We all have a phone or some way to record the audio and the video as well, or both, okay, to document that communication. So if it can be reviewed, if there are any questions about the disagreements that happened, you can go back and you can verify that, okay? How many times have we had an argument and they're like, you said this and no, I didn't, right? Or you didn't say this. Yes, I did. You can find that out. You can prove it through your video, okay? Both parties will have to remember that events are they're going to remember all of those events very differently. You simply cannot involve a professional or third party at the baseline facts to the conversation, so that there is no room for lies or misinformation. So adding that third party will also be able to help keep you on track if you're not comfortable with that recording. This can also give you the opportunity to take the recording to a mediator or professional if the conflict cannot be resolved with the two people involved. Number 6, rest on it, sleep on it. Any important conversation that will impact your life long term, meaning if we are at 10 months or 10 years, you need to sleep on it overnight. I would really highly recommend it. This has truly saved just about everything: my marriage, my relationship with my kids, friends, and more. Not sending that very heated emotional text or email right away and sleeping on it has definitely saved many, many relationships for me. I credit all of my best relationships to this one single tool: my marriage, my friendships, all of my best business partners, all created by sleeping on it. Write your feelings in your message with absolutely no filter and get it all out. This technique is used by the vast majority of therapists and psychologists and counselors out there. So go ahead and do it. Get it out. This will get it out for you. Then the next morning, you can go back and you can feel differently. You're able to go back through that message and smooth it out and take some of the teeth and thorniness out of it, and then go ahead and send it. You could even have a third party review it, which is what I highly recommend as well. I'll usually have my wife go through and take another look at it to make sure I took all of the thorns out so that it's not too bitey when I send it. Communication with superiors in the workplace. Okay, this always comes up. Strategies for effective conversation with your boss or people in position of power. You can honor and respect the position that they're in, much like you have to put the work and effort in to obtain the position that they've done. So they've done there. So acknowledge it. Maintain and respect yourself as well. Don't be a doormat, but also have a plan before you initiate the conversation. Something like asking for a raise. You need to have a plan before you go into this. Okay. So these are some of the things in the work field. Tool number 7, drill down for clarification. If you find yourself taking offense to something said, rather than working it out in your head, and you don't have those background references to understand the comment, stop doing that. Okay. Don't do that. That's what's going to get you worked up in your head, and you don't want to do that. You want to ask some clarification questions at the time so that things don't start stacking and then you have problems. Okay. Wait for a time to speak and ask them to explain or clarify further. Okay. Do that before moving on. After you do that, then you can move on. This will help smooth that conversation out. Tool number 8 is to measure your approach. Okay. Always be prepared for the conversation. Do not go in unprepared. The old cliche, plan to fail, fail to plan and plan to fail, simply holds true in this application. Using tool number 3, the leverage tool, power of 10, if you have a decision that will affect the next 10 years of your life, like asking for a raise or making a move or something, simply prepare yourself for any response that you might get. Have you considered the possibility of the conversation taking a turn for the worst and suddenly your career might now be in jeopardy? You need to work that out in your head before you enter that race and before you get into that room and that conversation. Okay. How can you use the tools provided to keep the communication on track and moving forward in a positive direction? Okay. Combined with tool number 2, maintain a level head and self-control at all times, and you will get through this conversation. Okay. Tool number 9, the lens of empathy, understanding the other person's position. Have you been on both sides? Use empathy to understand how the person in the other position is feeling. Okay, can you see how their words and actions might have been interpreted or misinterpreted? It's valuable content to be able to understand this fact. Okay, can you see the exact same words can be misrepresented and mean something that you didn't intend or that they didn't intend? Okay, just because I said something doesn't mean that I had ill intent, but somebody could take it that way, and vice versa. I could take something wrong so that somebody else had no ill intent, but I took it that way. Okay, you can effectively see when this happens and know how to clarify. Ask those follow-up clarification questions and work it out while you're in the situation rather than letting it build up and stack outside of the situation. The 10th and final tool is the golden rule is actually only half of the equation. Okay, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Works great if everybody was like you. But guess what? I'm not like you, you're not like me, and people are different. Okay. We have similarities, but we are all different. Okay. We all understand the golden rule to treat others the way that you want to be treated. Unfortunately, it really is only half the equation. The other half is treating the other person the way they want to be treated. Okay. They may have different needs and wants than you do. Advanced, I want to repeat, advanced communication skills involve understanding the other person's needs, wants, and values before you can start communicating with them. As soon as you start grasping this concept, your communication level will jump astronomically. It'll go through the roof, and your communications will be much more effective. Okay. To finalize everything, the community coaching workshop program, I'm going to put the link down below. If you'd like to take the full workshop is about an hour to 60 to 90 minutes, depending on how many people are in attendance and how many questions we have. So click that link below, get registered, and we will perform this for you so that we can understand your needs and you can understand communication a little bit better. We also at Community Coach Workshop offer one-on-one personal sessions for communication with yourself. So if you're looking for a coach to work with you one-on-one, that is exactly what we do. I will put a link down into my Calendly link. If you're looking for one-on-one personal sessions, click that Calendly link and set up a 15-minute appointment to see if we're a good fit to help you with your personal needs. For couples and family sessions, to have a neutral third party to help resolve deep-rooted family issues that seem impossible to move past, Community Coaching Workshop does that too. Again, click that Calendly link, set up a 15-minute session to see if we're a good fit. And if we are, we can help your family move past some of those deep-rooted issues that have been plaguing you so you can have that quality time with your inner circle that you want. We also make customized workshops and roundtable discussions for businesses and companies to ignite creativity and inspire innovation. Therefore, we can customize the tools. I will personally customize the tools in this workshop to your company or your business so that we can inspire that creativity and innovation that your company desperately needs to be able to flourish and outrank the competition. Thank you for watching. My name is Wayne Winton with the Community Coaching Workshop Program. I really, truly, sincerely enjoy the time that you've spent with me. And I really hope that you can take my full class between 60 and 90 minutes so we can deep dive into every one of these rather than just rushing past them. And we can really do the work so that you can learn how to communicate much more effectively with your friends, family, and yourself. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.